Well, Al, when we talked this morning, I said I would follow up with a video of everything that is coming your way. And so I've gone through my part shelves a couple times now, and I think this is about it. I can't really see anything else. There might be a few little taillight screws coming and things like that. But so these are the door handles that go into this piece. And this is a really, really precise fit. The brass or the copper doesn't go up against gasketing or anything. And so I think on both door handles, I took some of the copper back, and you could see on this little tang. So this tang kind of goes inside the door and positions this fore and aft. And I may have done a few other little spots, but these have a very precise fit and to the car body. So all the copper's in good shape, so we didn't scratch or do anything that we could see, but we want the masters to see it. And then this is the other piece that I mentioned. If we can just change these 3 studs, and even if you have to again send it back to me in copper, that's fine. I did find a license plate frame. This is just a real simple frame, and I had it stripped years and years ago. And so if you want to maybe plate this for the rear of the car, that would be good. This is the taillights, and Charlie's just finishing up the second one. So I went ahead and soldered everything in here. And this is the one I mentioned to you this morning. I changed. So he's just kind of cleaning up some of the excess solder on this. And then we taped everything. I hope that was okay. I just didn't want to do any damage to your copper. So we went ahead and taped it. But we'll go ahead and pull all this apart. And he's just about done with the second one. So we'll get these boxed up and off to you today. And then these are the other parts. And I think I showed you all these before. These just are for the windshield wheel boxes. And these are the rivets for the wiper arms. And I'm going to go ahead and send these arms to you with these springs. This is where that spring is captured on that tang, and that tang is riveted. And so I was kind of hoping if you polish this, you don't have to take that out and get into making new rivets and things. But these aren't in really too bad a condition as far as polishing. I did have another set, and this is, it doesn't have that small little insert, so I can't use them. But the rivet goes in, if you're looking at the blade, it goes in from the right side to the left. And then this is the shop formed end on the left. So if you were going to chrome all these and install these rivets, they would go from the right side over to the left. And again, the shop formed end is on this side. And this for the hard top and convertible top, these are ready for chrome. The only one that would need some work is one of the threads is coarse. So this one on the right, the thread doesn't match the thread on all the other ones. So I think you stripped these a while back, and but they fit the car body nice, and everything kind of fits to this in a nice fashion. So you'll be getting 4 of those, and again, just the one for repair that I'm aware of. And these are the other parts to the windshield wiper blades or arms, and they just need the polishing. And again, these were kind of the special ones. They have that little insert for the small arbor that sticks out of the car body. And I don't think we talked about these. These are actually the door buttons, go on the actual door locks. So we've got these, and then these pins or little tubes go with the wiper blades. And I think I mentioned this before, and this one just, I don't know what happened to it. It had really just a lot of plating done over the years, and everything was kind of jammed up. So I got in there and took some material off to where this just kind of goes together and slides now. But so this little tang does show, and the rest of it doesn't show it fits inside this case. So the chrome on it isn't too bad, but it really needs to look better than it does now. And then here's the actual door lock on the car body, and you can see the fit that it has. It's just very, very precise. So I didn't have to do any work on the backside of this copper. I just took material off the car body, and inside the lock, there was that tang that I showed you on the other one that I had to take some material off. So these are very, very precise fit. So if you don't have to put any copper on there, then we're okay. But if you do, then you might want to have to send these back and just make sure everything fits. So I did take a lot of the kind of build up a primer and paint to get this to fit nicely, kind of on the inside. But I didn't touch any of the copper on the backside of this door handle, other than on that little tang that I showed you on the other one. So this just is kind of floating in here. There's really no anything holding it in right now. When it's in service, the door lock holds it in. Those little buttons that I showed you earlier fit here, and then there's just a little hole with a bracket on the backside of the inside the door that just holds it. So it's a very precise fit, and so they come in and out rather easily, but there's only one way to pull them in and pull them out. And then you can see there where that hole is, and you can see the brass. So that actually positions that door handle in the car body. So, but they turned out really nice. And so these will be leaving today, so you should have them. I'm kind of thinking maybe by Wednesday, certainly Thursday at the very, very latest. So we're going to finish up that other tail light and get these over to the shipper. Thanks as always, Al. Bye-bye now.